Well, let's now get more updates from the BBC's Komla Adom, who I spoke to earlier from Accra, Ghana.
As of now, we do not have any families that have reported missing ones because the mine in this particular enclave has individuals from other adjoining communities coming to this particular area to do the illegal mining. And so there are people who work in this particular mine and other mines in that enclave that are not known to residents in the host community.
Do we have, proper explanation from the authorities around what caused this mine to collapse? And is this a trend you've been seeing?
In fact, mine pit collapse incidents are very common in Ghana. Between January and now, there have been at least 6 reported incidents of mine pit collapses in different parts of the country, in the Ashanti region, in the Western region, in the Central region, and in the Eastern region, where this latest incident has been reported. And in those separate incidents, at least 8 people have been confirmed dead. Added to the 3 that have been confirmed dead in the recent one, makes it 11 individuals in 6 incidents of mine pit collapses in this year alone. And many of the authorities and the investigations that have gone into these incidents reveal that these mines are operated by illegal miners who do not adhere to any mining regulations at all. And all their focus is to go beneath the earth and then mine these precious minerals illegally, uncontrolled, unregulated, and those are the reasons why some of these pits collapse and then kill individuals and many more people remain trapped underneath.
Well, the government had formed a task force to look into it. What's the latest on that, and what else are the authorities trying to do to crack down on illegal mining?
Since the new government assumed office in January, there has been an intensified crackdown on illegal mining. They have set up a task force which is supposed to go along water bodies and many of the mining areas in the country to flush out these individuals who are believed to engage in illegal mining. Between June and then July this year alone, the police has reported that they've arrested in excess of 165 people, including some foreign nationals and locals who have been involved in illegal mining. They have seized excavators and other mining equipment. Some have been burned on location and others have been confiscated. The police have put some of these individuals before courts in a bid to deter others from engaging in the illegality. But it would appear that the illegality continues to fester, and civil society groups, environmentalists and other conservationists have said that one of the ways this can be dealt with is for the government to take steps to be harsher with some of the crackdowns. So, for example, some have said that the police and security agencies should shoot to kill some of the illegal miners they find in water bodies and in forest reserves. Others have said, for example, that a piece of legislation currently in Ghana which allows miners to mine in forest reserves should be repealed. In fact, before the elections in December, the current government had campaigned that they were going to repeal this particular piece of legislation so that individuals would be banned from mining in forest reserves and on water bodies. There's also been intensified calls for government to ban illegal mining or all forms of small-scale mining on these water bodies and forest reserves, or a moratorium placed on all forms of mining so the water bodies can regain their shine and their color, and the forests can also regain their shine and luster. But that has not happened.
So does it sound like enough is being done to ensure an incident like this doesn't happen again? Because the concern would be that unless some of the things you're discussing are implemented, we might sadly be discussing another mine collapse in the coming days.
Unfortunately, we will be discussing another mine collapse in the coming days because for the residents in these communities, this is their only source of livelihoods. They go into these mines, they mine whatever they could find, they sell them, and then that is how they earn their keep. For them to stop going into these mines illegally, unregulated, they have been calling for jobs to be created for them, for example, in their localities, which will be a deterrent for them to go to these dangerous areas to mine unregulated and, unrestricted. But since those jobs remain unavailable, they will continue to do these regardless of the outcomes. So some of them say that they will die trying rather than not try at all. So sadly, we will be speaking about mine collapses anytime soon. Once the menace continues, people are still looking for a source of livelihood. It will continue.
An earlier conversation there with the BBC's Komla Adom joining us from Accra, Ghana.